The contrast between John Warren's Gin property just 2 years ago to today couldn't be larger. Located 50 kilometres west of Bundaberg, Macoma Farms produces mangoes, custard apples and lychees on 40 hectares. However, when Mr Warren started farming the property in 2014, the irrigation system, he says, was woeful at best.
When I purchased the farm 2 years ago, the fertigation system was very outdated, the equipment was very old, and it was not applied uniformly across the farm or the fertiliser, so it was very ineffective and very costly to do it the way that it was set up originally.
The reason for the focus on modernising the fertigation equipment was simple.
Water is probably the most important thing when you grow tree crops, or any crop, I suppose. Not only get the size in your fruit, but moving the nutrients from what you fertilise and spray, getting it into the fruit and getting the size and the quality and the sugar levels, everything up. So water is vital.
It was at this point that GrowCom, through the Reef Trust program, helped Mr Warren to test uniformity, injection and flush times. The results made the next step obvious.
The testing of the old system showed that the application of all the fertiliser was ineffective. It wasn't delivering the right amount on the right trees. We decided then to apply for some funding through the Reef Rescue Fund, and that's when we were able to purchase this irrigation system behind me.
Through GrowCom, Mr Warren applied for funding of about $15,000 for a new fertigation tank and tensiometers to monitor soil moisture. 50-50 funding meant the Reef Trust and Mr Warren contributed $7,500 each.
The new fertigation tank is the Rolls-Royce for fertigation tanks. You don't need a high-pressure line into the tank to agitate the fertiliser so it can be pushed out again, like a pressure differential tank. These tanks, the shape of them, with the very effective agitator in the middle, spins all the fertiliser with the water in a very good rotation inside the tank, and that keeps everything in suspension and pumps it back into the sub-main and into under the trees.
It's at this point the new tensiometers play a critical role, monitoring soil moisture in the orchard to ensure efficient watering.
The tensiometers are a very good tool for not only the productivity of the farm but also the environment. We get to water the blocks more frequently, getting the fruit to grow bigger, ultimately getting better prices for us. And also just for the environment, the water isn't sinking all the way down into the water table and leaching out into slipways or waterways. The big picture of what all of this funding has provided us on this farm is that it has cut our time in half for things that we were doing, fertigating inefficiently, ineffectively, watering too much when we didn't need to, not watering enough when we should have. So with the help of the fertigation tank and the tensiometers, my time has been cut in half. I can now spend my time on other things that are just as important. So it's helped us a lot, just being more effective and more cost effective, if anything.